It's been a minute since I posted a video. And now one of these videos I posted, I think one of the first few, I posted about how I'm going all in my personal development journey and not taking any steps backwards. And I did that. I went all in. I made some progress. For a few weeks I was staying on task, getting my stuff done, getting the wake-ups in. Somewhere along the lines, not only did I fall stagnant from my own weakness, but I took away the most important part. I removed God from the equation. It was why I started doing it. I want to glorify God. I want to be able to give to His people. I wanted to be able to serve Him and fulfill my potential and take advantage of the gift He has for me. But somewhere along the line, I took Him out of it and made it about myself. It was out of pride. And without God, without asking for strength, I nearly failed. I stumbled back. I think this is important because hopefully looking back, you guys can understand that it's not as simple as people think it is. And of course, you put inputs in and enough effort, you can accomplish anything. But there's those countless times where you tell yourself you're not going back, all in those January New Year resolutions, and you still fail them. This is an example. And I can reflect now and tell you guys not to let God be removed from the equation. Because without God, none of it is worth anything. And I've learned that the hard way. There was no coincidence that the less I read my Bible, the less I prayed, the worse my confidence got. The harder it was for me to complete tasks, the worse overall my enjoyment of this existence was. And I'm very disappointed in myself, and it really hurts to say. I don't want to be emotional, but I put so much emotional effort into my journey and my future, and I just keep falling stagnant, and there's no feeling worse than that. I want to go all in, trying again, but with God. The purpose behind all of this. Holding Him in front of everything. The gym doesn't matter. The money you make doesn't matter. People you influence. All of these things that you think success will bring you does not matter when God's not in the equation. This existence on this earth is not worth it when God's not in the equation. But when you start making some progress, you want to push them to the side. No, I don't need to pray tonight. I'm tired. I went to the gym. I don't need to read my Bible. I have this self-development book that I think will help me more than reading the word of the man who created me. And this is a lesson to myself, to put God in everything. And I'm just so sick of letting Him down. It's such a painful thing. I don't want to get emotional. But I've reached new lows on this journey. And I want to be the example. I want to document my success, my future failures, and show you guys my thoughts. I want to show you that's possible. That's possible to go from nothing to average teenage boy, wherever position you're in, and to keep God first in your heart and still have success. without these worldly terms. I want to be that example, as that feels like it's a part of my purpose. So you guys can look back and know that's possible. Don't listen to anyone who says you can look back at me and say, guess what, he did it. He had God first in his heart. Look at him. And it's taken a toll on me. Every day I'd fail. I'd fall back into lust. I'd do all these things. I wouldn't be consistent. And it was always the simplest solutions. And besides, this is what I'm doing. I don't want to post this video right now. The people who see it now think I'm perfect, or I'm trying to, I'm already somewhere. But no, I'm probably worse mentally. I probably have less discipline than you. But I still want to be here and be vulnerable, so you guys can see and be who are in a similar situation to me, and see me go up. Maybe look back and see, damn, he was determined, and guess what? He held God first no matter what, and he's still able to get success. I'm vowing to myself from this point further to live in alignment with the man that God has set me to be. Not just for me, but for God, for you, and for the people around me. Because I'm not first. Everyone comes before me. That's how it should be as a man. And I have been weak. I've been a bitch. Falling into temptations. Leaning back. I've listened to all the information, but I didn't apply it. I got a little bit of motivation, but my weak self, my old self, my unsaved self, my old self before I found Christ, crept back in and held me down, and I gave into that. I've made very little progress. I think I've made some progress in the gym. I've been making progress now, but it was like months of stagnancy. And I'm disgusted in myself, and I'll only want to move further from here forward. I want you guys to be able to see that. Put God first in everything you do. You may be at the same exact position I am, but I promise you that you can get out of it. I've gotten out of it many times, but you need to look to God. Put God in everything. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you go to the gym, don't think of it as how good you look. Put it as, look at this. Look what God has given me the ability to build. When you make money, don't think of it as, oh, look at all these nice things and I can flex. Think of it as, look at these tools God has given me, now I can help. Search for God in every single thing you do. And I need to learn that. I hope that me coming on here looking stupid for some people in the future will pay off dividends for you guys watching. I want to document more. I'm not special. There's nothing special about me. I'm just like you. But I'm making the decision to reflect, be vulnerable, and move forward. And no longer let my past self cling on to myself. Anything is possible with Christ. That's the message. Watch me grow. Watch me become the man I'm telling you I'm going to be. It won't be through me. It'll have nothing to do with me. It'll be because of Christ. This is the moment where I'm trying again. I want you to try again. I know you might be in a shitty situation. You might hate yourself. You might have failed. You might have failed in lust the same exact day. You might have not gone to the gym. You might be a fat fuck. But I want you to commit to yourself, to live in equivalence to the man that God created you to be, and put God first. Brother, try again, but this time with God. And I promise you, He has a plan for you. He has a plan for me. And you must row. Row as hard as you can. But you have to trust in Him to know that He is going to steer you in the right direction. He has the best intentions for you. God's plan is the plan, the best plan. Trust in Him. And I promise you all your dreams will come true. I love every single one of you guys. Please, if you guys have questions, if you just want to talk to me, I'm sure this will get no views, but please comment. God bless you guys.